What began as a day of joy and celebration turned into heartbreak on Christmas morning as 3 lives were tragically cut short in separate motor vehicle accidents across the island. In Westmoreland, the roads bore witness to a devastating crash that claimed the lives of 22-year-old Andre Clark, known as Buguan, a bike taxi operator from Whitehall, and his pillion rider 24-year-old Tevon Allen of Lionel Town, Clarendon. The deadly incident unfolded around 6:20 a.m. along the non-Perial Main Road. According to reports, Clark attempted a risky maneuver to undertake a truck, but lost control of his Cobra CG 2000 motorcycle. The bike veered off course, colliding violently with a massive boulder. The impact was catastrophic. Both men were flung from the motorcycle, their bodies left battered and the bike itself reduced to a mangled wreck. Rushed to the Savannah Lamar Hospital, the young men succumbed to their injuries, leaving families and friends to grapple with the unimaginable loss. But the sorrow did not end there. Just hours earlier, around 4:15 a.m., tragedy struck on Marcus Garvey Drive in St. Andrew. A pedestrian whose identity remains unknown was struck by a car while attempting to cross the roadway. She, too, became another grim statistic of Jamaica's deadly roads. These fatalities bring the island's road death toll to 362 this year, still a 14% decrease from the 419 deaths recorded by this time in 2023. Despite the reduction, December remains one of the deadliest months on the nation's roadways, with 25 lives already lost. The National Road Safety Council, NRSC, acknowledged the decrease in overall road fatalities but urged caution during the festive season. Dr. Lucien Jones, vice chairman of the NRSC, noted that Jamaica is on track to record just under 370 road deaths this year, a number that, while improved, still represents a devastating toll on the nation. As the Christmas spirit is overshadowed by grief for the families left behind, the urgent plea for greater caution and safer road practices echoes louder than ever. Heartbreak and sorrow grip the quiet community of Aldair in Bluefields, Westmoreland, as 91-year-old Kathleen Scott was tragically killed in a fire that consumed her home early Thursday morning. What began as a peaceful night turned into a devastating nightmare for Kathleen's family. Her daughter Marlene Scott recounted the harrowing ordeal. Awaking in the stillness of the night to use the bathroom, she returned to bed only to make a second trip later. It was during her return that she noticed fire and smoke pouring from her mother's bedroom. Panic-stricken, Marlene acted swiftly, kicking down the door in a desperate attempt to save her beloved mother, but the flames, fierce and unrelenting, forced her back. The family, still reeling from the joyous Christmas day they shared, is now shattered by the cruel twist of fate. As firefighters combed through the charred remains of the home, they confirmed that investigations into the cause of the blaze were underway. For a family that gathered just a day earlier to celebrate love and togetherness, the loss is incomprehensible. Kathleen Scott, a matriarch whose care and devotion were the foundation of her family, leaves behind a legacy of love now cloaked in the sorrow of her tragic passing. The quiet community of Savannah District in Clarendon was thrust into shock and sorrow on Wednesday afternoon when the lifeless body of 59-year-old Walter Tomlinson, a truck driver, was discovered in his home under grim and puzzling circumstances. At approximately 12:20 p.m., the Hayes police were alerted to the chilling scene. Upon arrival, officers found Tomlinson's body bearing unusual injuries. Blood seeped from his torso, and burn marks marred his right leg. The eerie silence of the home offered no clues, only deepened the mystery surrounding his untimely demise. The discovery has left residents in disbelief. Tomlinson, a well-known figure in the community, was described by neighbors as a hard-working man who lived a quiet life. Now questions swirl: was this a tragic accident, or is foul play at hand? The Hayes police have launched an intensive investigation into the circumstances of his death. So far, no motive has been established, and the scene has raised more questions than answers. As the community mourns the loss of one of its own, the search for the truth continues, with investigators working tirelessly to piece together the puzzle. Savannah District holds its breath, waiting for justice, or at least clarity, in the wake of this haunting tragedy. Tension ran high in Barbican on Thursday night when the St. Andrew North Police disrupted an unauthorized bike show and arrested 22-year-old Jace Davis of Cache Ridge, Jacks Hill. Davis now faces charges of possession of a prohibited weapon and unauthorized possession of ammunition after being found with a loaded firearm. The scene unfolded under the glare of revving engines and the chaotic energy of the unsanctioned event. Police officers, acting on intelligence, descended on the gathering and began monitoring the crowd. It was then that Davis's behavior drew their attention. Furtive glances and jittery movements betrayed a hidden secret. As officers moved in, a tense silence gripped the crowd. Davis was accosted and searched, leading to the discovery of a Sig Sauer 9mm pistol, fully loaded with 25 rounds of ammunition. The weight of the discovery was palpable as murmurs rippled through the audience, and Davis was swiftly taken into custody. The arrest serves as a stark reminder of the risks posed by illegal gatherings and the dangerous elements they can attract. As investigations continue and Davis's court date is finalized, the community waits to see how this dramatic turn of events will unfold in court. Tensions flared in Bannister District, Old Harbor, St. Catherine, on what should have been an ordinary evening, as a confrontation between a policeman and a local man spiraled into violence. The incident, now under investigation by the Independent Commission of Investigations Indicom, unfolded around 9 p.m., when the policeman was at home with his family, enjoying music. Suddenly an irate man approached, demanding the music be turned off. The situation escalated when the man forcefully pushed past the officer and unplugged an extension cord, plunging the atmosphere into unease. The officer ordered him to leave, but what followed was a sequence of events that sent shockwaves through the community. The man reportedly ran a short distance, picked up a stone, and prepared to attack. In a split-second decision, the officer fired his service pistol, striking the man in his left leg before he could hurl the stone. The wounded man was rushed to the Spanish Town Hospital, where he received treatment and was later released. Further investigations revealed that the man suffers from mental health challenges, adding another layer of complexity to the already tense situation. As Indicom examines the actions of all parties involved, the community remains divided, some questioning the use of force, others sympathizing with the officer's swift response. What remains undeniable is the need for clarity and justice as the probe continues. Born Richelle Bonner on September 8, 1971, in the tranquil town of Rock Hall, St. Andrew, Jamaica, Richie Spice grew up surrounded by music and the pulse of nature. The fourth of 5 siblings in a family with deep musical roots, Richie was destined to leave a mark on reggae music, following in the footsteps of his brothers Pliers and Spanner Banner. Richie Spice's journey into the reggae world began humbly, performing in small community gatherings before finding his voice as an artist dedicated to spreading messages of love, hope, and social awareness. His early work caught the attention of industry veterans, and in the late 1990s he made his mark with songs like Grooving My Girl and Earth a Run Red, the latter becoming an anthem for environmental and societal consciousness. By the early 2000s, Richie Spice had cemented his reputation as a powerful voice in roots reggae with his albums Spice in Your Life and the breakout hit Marijuana. His deeply spiritual and thought-provoking lyrics resonated with audiences worldwide, earning him a place among reggae's most respected voices. Richie's music transcends entertainment, often touching on pressing issues such as poverty, inequality, and the struggles of everyday life. Tracks like Youth Dem Cold and Brown Skin showcase his range, from heartfelt love songs to hard-hitting social commentary. His performances are known for their soul-stirring intensity, with Richie often closing his eyes and swaying as though channeling the very essence of the universe. Despite his global success, Richie Spice remains deeply connected to his Jamaican roots. A farmer at heart, he often speaks of the land as his inspiration, grounding his music in a love for the earth and humanity. His dedication to preserving reggae's purity and message has earned him the moniker The Messenger. Even as trends in music evolve, Richie Spice continues to create timeless anthems, reminding the world of reggae's power to inspire change, heal hearts, and uplift spirits. A true icon of conscious reggae, Richie Spice stands as a beacon of hope in a world often plagued by despair.
What's going on? I know the next same old Babylon trying to run things to the bed. But if you think that this majesty